Hello YouTube, this is Herkon and today I want to share my opinion on the video series Answers to a Star Wars Questionnaire. I am not a medial YouTube Star Wars series juggernaut, but I really like this kind of discussions to share some opinions and knowledge, and I really do appreciate the guys who spend so much time YouTubing and sharing their knowledge and time. So let us begin. Jedi or Sith? I really have to say, for me it's a choice between pest and cholera, because, well, I'm not a great fan of religion, because I know religion makes the people mad, and if I had to choose I would, well, rarely say the Jedi, because they are some kind of good. They don't want to hurt people, they want to preserve life. Sith are, well, they intend to be powerful, they are very cruel, and they're all about power and do everything to achieve it. And the Jedi, well, they are some kind of hypocrites for me, because, well, they fought in the biggest war that ever existed and killing so much people, but, well, many of the Jedi can, well, live in peace and preserve life. What are my favorite worlds? I'm really kind of a nature guy, so green forest worlds would be very cool. Yavin 4 would be very peaceful and beloved world for me. Naboo would also be okay. Some villages, but it has to be very green, much nature, animals, peaceful. It would be very fine. Type of lightsaber color and fighting style. That's a very cool question. I like it simple, so I just would use a standard green lightsaber, maybe smaragd green, because I like that color. Fighting style, well, I'm a very great fan of Juyo, but I really do understand that Juyo, well, makes you some kind of mad, and I don't want to be mad. And I don't want to be a furious animal, so I would choose the Jedi version, Ataru, because it's so elaborate. It's very cool to jump and flip around. It's very active. I'm not very patient, so Soriso would be a curse for me. Just to wait for something happens, it's horrible. And you can also use that style for, well, unarmed combat. It's very universal in terms of attack. Favorite species? I really do like the Ithorians. They are very intelligent, they are peaceful, they are chilled. You can sit with them picnicking, laughing about things, enjoying the good things in life, and they are very trustworthy friends, I guess. Favorite vehicle? It's very simple for me, it's the X-Wing, because with the X-Wing you can fly everywhere. You can fly on a planet, you can fly around a planet, you can fly from planet to planet, you can fly with a friend from planet to planet. You can do everything with it. You got 4 weapons, you're not helpless when someone attacks you. It's a very universal and very cool looking vehicle. If you were a Jedi, which master would you want? I would choose Luke Skywalker, because I always got the feeling that Luke Skywalker is a common guy who came from nothing. He's very simple, he's a very nice person who wouldn't show with his moral finger on me if I would tell him I fell in love, I'm so conflicted. He would go with me to a cantina as a buddy to resolve the problems and to care about my sorrows. So he's a very nice guy. If you were a Sith, which master would you want? I would choose Darth Plagueis, because Darth Plagueis is somehow unique for me. He's not a typical battle master who wants to show on the battlefield that he's the strongest or the fastest, and he's also not a typical politician. He's a scientist who likes to playing God. And I wouldn't have a problem with that he wants to be God or wants me to think that he's God. And I really like the thought that because of his manipulating ambitions, he would maybe capturing a Jedi Council member, manipulating him, brainwashing him, implanting him a camera, sending him back to the Jedi Temple and amusing himself with me before the television about a stupid Jedi who makes some very funny things, yelling like a dog or yiggling like a chicken, as well as giving them order to do something for us, manipulating him, let the Jedi Council member go into the Jedi archives, rub some Sith holocrons for us, bringing him to us and show the Jedi that they are inferior to us without using the struck of a lightsaber or a Force lightning. If you were a Sith, then what would your Darth name be? I would call myself Darth Honesty, because honesty is the greatest power in the universe. I could go to Grandmaster Yoda and tell him, well, you are a hypocrite. You wanted to be the keeper of peace, but you let the Jedi Order into destruction because you led them into the Clone Wars. I could go to Emperor Palpatine and break his heart and tell him, well, look at you, you are the most powerful person in the galaxy, but you don't have one friend, and no one of the Imperium would choose you as the greatest boss or the boss of the month, and this is a great power. I would call myself after that power. Favorite film, least favorite film. My most favorite film is Episode 6, because the Emperor is finally defeated by Darth Vader, and Darth Vader is tossing the Emperor into the abyss, and for some reason the Emperor exploded, and I really did like this scene. My least favorite film is Episode 3, because there are too much tragedy in it. If you could write your own Star Wars novel, what would it be about? I guess it would be about if you are feeling sad or useless, don't try to replace these feelings with ambitions of power, because it would lead to a greater tragedy. Try to keep calm, try to keep it simple, and enjoy a peaceful life. Which film has your favorite soundtrack? It is Episode 1, and the song is called Duel of the Fates, what is accompanying my video. Do you collect figures? No, never did, never will. I'm not interested in the merchandise or materialism of Star Wars. I'm more interested about the story and the philosophical aspect. In your opinion, what is the best thing about the expanded universe? I think it's the sheer size and the collection of characters that were developed in the past, and the idea that it's not only the protagonist and the main person that changes something in the whole story. In your opinion, what are the worst things about the expanded universe? In my opinion, it's the monetarization and the merchandise, that they let you think that you are only a Star Wars fan when you buy some Stormtrooper helm or a lightsaber, and the story doesn't matter anymore. What does Star Wars mean to you? Star Wars means a lot to me, not only because it is a very entertaining story, but also a proof that constructive, endless fantasy can bring so much inspiration and happiness. So, these were my answers to a Star Wars questionnaire. Thanks for your attention. Have a nice day.